Hey guys, do me a favor, and if you are watching the replay, throw me a #replay so I can say thank you for watching. I'm going to be showing off the Kudos Plus again tonight, but I'm going to be showing it a little bit different. We're going to pump it up a little bit and show it to you another way. After I have a drink real quick, because I am losing my voice a little bit. Let me get my primer on real quick. First step to the Kudos is primer. You only need like a tiny little drop. You guys, I never used to use primer until I got this one, and I have had this since December of last year. That's how long these things last, which is amazing because who wants to buy something all the time, right? You use so little of it that it goes such a long way. And you want to let it set for about 5 minutes. So while we let it set, I was going to do a splurge cream shadow, and I put everything. I wish I could I'm terrified to take you guys down right now because my stand broke. Really bad luck with phone stands. So I'm afraid if I take you guys out, I won't ever get my phone back in there. But I got this huge makeup trunk, and it is overflowing with makeup right now. I can't fit it all in there, which is, a good problem to have. But it also makes finding things a little bit difficult. Oh, there it is. Nope, not the one I wanted. Not the one I wanted. It's the third one. Third time's the charm. Okay. So we're gonna do that. It's a different color than I usually use, so we're gonna play with it and we're gonna see what happens. I was trying to share this. Maybe. I was trying to share this into my beauty group, but oh, there it goes. Facebook wasn't working with me, per usual. I like to do my eyes first when I remember, because it makes it so that way if you have any fallout or anything, that you can cover it up with your foundation, and it also gives you time to let your primer set. Okay, that's done. We're going to put that away. So, we are going to use this color Splurge Cream Shadow. I know, right? I'm terrified. I think I've used it once before, and I wasn't 100% happy with it, but sometimes you just gotta play with it and see what you like. I also tried to use it as a lid color, and since it's a darker color, for me, it won't work as well on my lid. So, today we are going to... I just dropped my towel. I'm going to try cleaning off my brush first, because I can't remember if I used it recently, and I feel like it's not picking up the color. Oh yeah, I did. I see it now. Oops, my bad. The last time I used it was for a nude color, so it's going to make my color not show as brightly. When you use a really dense and heavy, kind of like thick bristled brush, it helps tone down the color. Oh yeah. Instead of my usual laziness, and I just use my finger, I am just throwing this in my crease. So if you guys see, for me, doing a color like this in my crease is definitely better than doing it on my lid, because it makes my lid look smaller. So we are going to throw this in the crease. And the great thing about our Splurge Cream Shadows is that they have a built-in primer. So if you wanted to just use these as a base, you could. If you want to use them on your own, you wouldn't have to put on an eye primer underneath. So this one, try to make sure they're even. And they're nice and creamy. But the great thing is, I've had a lot of people say these are the only thing that they can work really well for their oily skin because it has that primer built in. They stay on really well. And then, I meant to have this sitting out, but... And then I'm going to use my brush cleaner again and clean it off. And go into my lighter color. You know what? I think I'm going to throw powder on with it real quick. Hold on, guys. I have to make sure. There it is. I'm going to throw on, this is the color Discreet. It is a light pink. And I'm kind of going to throw it on under because I want a little bit of pink with it. But I'm also going to use the Splurge Cream Shadow, which is going to cover it a little and blend with it to give it more of a shimmer. But I need to get the pink. It's on my list. There is a pink, a light pink shimmer that's called Hopeful that I think would be even better. But there we go. I'm throwing a little Elegant over top of it, which has that shimmer. But it's more of a nude. And these also still blend great even though they have a primer built into them. So we're going to blend it out in just a second. Try to get this on the lid nice and shimmery. Boom. Okay. I'm running out of room on my table. Okay. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and we're going to blend out the edge so there's not a harsh line. But it fades so nice. So this is like looking orange on here, but it's a really like a burnt red. Okay. So just blend it out a little bit. And I believe our primer is probably set enough. We can go into the foundation. So like I said, I'm going to show it a little bit differently than I have the last few days. I'm still going to use the new foundation stick, guys. It is back in stock in most shades. We're going to throw it like that, and like that, like that. A little tiny bit on my nose. You do not need a lot of it, and it blends out amazingly. The Kabuki brush is also available in the Kudos Plus, and it is currently back ordered, but it'll ship out to you as soon as it comes back in stock. No extra charge. And so I just sprayed it a little bit with rose water, and we're going to blend it in. And then I'm going to show you a little bit more coverage over top of it in just a second. So I didn't use as much as I normally do. If you guys hop on, say hey. Tell me what you're up to tonight. Spring break just started for us, so that means absolutely nothing. I'm still going to be up at 6:30 in the morning because my kids don't believe in sleeping in. They're so much fun. My kids like waking up early. I don't get it. I would so much rather sleep. That's just me. I like sleep. Okay, so if you wanted to bump up the coverage of this, which you don't really need to, it has a pretty full coverage to it, which is amazing. But if you wanted to bump it up, the coverage on it, I'm going to pump it up a little bit, or if you want to give it more of a matte finish and you don't want to buy the setting powder, you can just use your liquid foundation because it finishes to a powder. So I'm just going to take, since I already have some coverage on, I am just going to use 3 drops. I normally use like 4 to 5, depending on the coverage I want. And always make sure you shake it up, guys, because it is mineral based. It'll separate. And we're just going to dab on and then blend it in. And I do avoid my under eyes because if you have larger pores or more fine lines and wrinkles there, you don't want to pack on a lot of product. So I try to avoid it so that way I don't put on as much product there, and I will just use my concealer there. but I'm also going to show you another trick for that too. Hey, sorry guys. And make sure I blend down my neck. It does not look good with not having that concealer on right now. My dark circles are... So, my little trick for this, I'm going to use our eye primer. I know it sounds crazy, but the eye primer fills in those larger pores on top of the primer you already put in. So it's like getting double the primer, and it also holds amazingly. So you're going to hold that product in place so it's not caking or creasing, and it's also going to I don't know why. I'm not even doing my mascara, and I was doing my mascara face. It's going to keep it from caking and creasing, and it's also going to add an extra layer of primer to fill in those fine lines and wrinkles. So we're going to let that set for a second, and while we do that, we're going to finish up the rest of our face. So I'm wearing my green shirt today because I am representing Team Hustle and Glow. We are going for green status this month. My girl has been hustling all month long, because that's what we do all month long, every month. We hustle and we glow while we're doing it. And I'm just taking a pressed powder for my contour. And she so deserves it, you guys. Like, green status is like, it's more than the top 10% of the company. I believe it's like the top 3%, but I could be 100% wrong. It's crazy. But she deserves it. And so if you guys need anything this month, let me know. I will hook you up. And I am going to take, there it is. I love when you can get multiple uses out of things. So I'm going to show you kind of 2 quick little things. I am using that Splurge Cream Shadow we just used, which I did get a little bit of. There we go. I did get a little bit of my Elegant in there. That's okay, we just wiped it off. I am taking just a tiny bit of it, like I barely pressed my finger in there, and dabbing that on as my blush. We're going to blend it in a second, guys, don't worry. Don't you worry, we're going to blend it. So putting that on as a blush. Why does that side look so much brighter? Is it just the light I'm in? It is. Okay. Got a little worried there for a second. And then for luminizer, or for a highlight, I am going to take that color Elegant and use it again as my highlight color. I'm using a different finger. Okay, you could also use a brush, but why not just use our finger, right? I'm going right down that cheekbone, right down our nose, and that Cupid's bow. And so we're using our cream shadows for yet another purpose, right? Because I like doing that. I like being able to, oops, sorry. I like being able to use things for multiple purposes. I'm all about that. You can also use, I need to get it. There are some really great browns for doing your brows, and because they're primer built in, and because they have, they're like a cream, they help hold your brows in place really well. I like to use eyeshadow, well, before I got our brow palette, but I like to use eyeshadow for it sometimes too. Getting multiple uses out of things. So now I'm going to take my concealer, which is another part of the Kudos. Sorry, I was trying to find my... Oh, we might have to go with the Beauty Blender tonight. Okay. That's okay. We can do that. I can't find my brush I usually use. That's okay. Show it a different way, right? So I just use my setting spray to dampen my sponge, And we're still going to work it into that upside down triangle. I have to look in my mirror because I can't see, especially when I'm poking myself in the eye. Ooh, yeah. And that is on top of that eye primer. It's not getting, oh, I like that more than I usually do. I usually have really large pores right in this area, and it is filling them in so you can't see them. Ooh. Okay. Now I'm going to take my setting up powder, and we are going to blend out the contour because we don't want harsh lines. Using the setting powder just helps to blur the lines between where you have, like, you can see where I have the harsh line of my contour right there. Using the setting powder just helps blur that line. And it blended out that blush and the Splurge Cream shadow that we used for our highlight a lot better. So again, on this side. Boom. Oh, I forgot to do my neck. I don't want to have a harsh line on my neck. I got my nose, right? Okay. I always forget either one. My neck or my nose. Or my top lip. Don't want to do that. Slowly moving things off to the side so they're not in my way. Okay. And we got to do those brows. I need to get my lip exfoliator on. Sorry guys, I have horrible dry lips right now. Every time the weather changes, my lips just get so dried out. Like, it's kind of annoying. Oh, that feels good. You just scrub it on and then let it set for a minute and then wipe it off. There it is. I was looking for my brow palette that's in front of my face. We are gonna do our brows super quick. I mean, not super quick. I'm gonna do them at a normal pace. I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing, you guys. And, oh my goodness. I just want to share this because these brow palettes, you guys, they last so long. So I have had my brow palette, well, my first brow palette that Ellie got into. Look at how pretty that is. It's not supposed to look like that. So the bottom colors are supposed to be cream and pink. And kind of brown there because Ellie played and mixed it all together. But I was nowhere close to hitting pan on any of these. Like, I've maybe used about a quarter of the darker color in here. And I had it for over a year. They last forever. So if you are someone who likes to do your brows all the time, these are amazing. And you can start off really simple and just use the gel and go through your brows. Or just use one of the colors and go through your brows. You do not have to try to do the highlight, which are these colors down here. You can just go simple. And I use the highlights sometimes. I usually just use an eyeshadow. And that's just because that's what I do. There's no good reason for it. There is no good reason for it. It's just how I do it. And sometimes I will do my brows instead of doing my eyeshadow before I do my foundation. So that way you can help get the lines around your eye too. Why does it look crooked in the mirror or in the phone? It looks like I'm missing a piece over here. Am I not looking at a good angle? Or is the light just hitting it? That's okay, we'll just go over it again. I think it's just the light. It is. Okay, we're good. I won't keep playing with them. Do not remember where I was. Oh, I was going to use, not that one, this one. I just use the other side of my brow artist brush that is flat. The side that I use to do my brows is an angle, and the side is flat. And I will just take the cream color and go right under my brows and along the brow bone to highlight them and make them pop. You can also use it if you like accidentally messed up and got a little bit outside the lines. You could use it to cover that up too. I swear I have a there it is. It's like I know I had a lip balm out. I just got a new one. Because I used up all of one, which was amazing. This one is raspberry cheesecake. The first one I used was red velvet cake. I couldn't decide between red velvet cake and cheesecake. That's my life. And I went with red velvet. So last time I kind of felt like I had to go with the cheesecake. Okay. I need to do mascara and some eyeliner in the other order. And then we are going to put on a lip. Okay. I was going to show a new lip that I got, but I feel like with these eyes, I might do the other one. So I'm just going to use our pencil eyeliner tonight. And guys, our tools, like our sharpener, is amazing. It sharpens it back down to a rounded point. So that way, as you're going across, you're not going to start with a sharp point and then it slowly turn into a wider line at the end and then go to do the next eye and you start off and then your front doesn't match. It rounds it back out so that way you're always using like the same length as you go across. I hate doing this, but whenever I use a pencil, I do have to do this. I don't know why. With the liquid, I have no problem, but I don't recommend doing it because it is not good for your eyes. But you do what you gotta do sometimes, right? I just try to hold gently. Guys, I hear my cat. Hey, Dana. I think she came out hiding. I'm like super excited right now. I hear her. I might have to go grab her real quick. You guys gotta say hi to my boo-boo. If she doesn't run away as soon as I stand up, we'll see. Pay no attention to the magical curtain. Okay. Well, I keep her covered up because she's got a huge nasty scar on her stomach, so I won't show you, but my pretty girl. Hi. Yay! She came out from under the bed. I'm sorry, I'm excited about that. And she's purring up a storm. She is my little sweetheart. I'm gonna knock everything over. Yeah, I know you want to. Okay, guys, I'm like super excited now. Sorry. My sweetheart. She came out a couple of times today. Every time she does, I'm so excited. Because I know she's not happy. Okay. Can you lay down so I can do my mascara? Oh, don't knock. She's trying to rub her head on everything. You're gonna knock all my makeup over. See, I don't care, Ma. Oh, yep, rub on the light. Sorry, guys. I'm excited, okay? My pretty girl. She's shedding so bad, too, right now. Oh, yeah, rub on the brushes. Thank you, boo. If you guys ever hear me complain that I got a cat hair in my eyelashes, this is why. Yeah. I know. Can you lay down now? Up pet you as soon as you lay down. You're making this very difficult. Okay. So I'm looking down into my mirror so that way I don't get my mascara onto my eyeshadow, which it looks like I need to blend out a little bit more on that side. Hi, baby girl. And then a tiny bit down below, which, dang it. Bella, oh, she just made me hit my eye. Oh, I got a dot below my eye. You naughty girl. That's okay. I got a little cotton ball here. There we go. Thank you, Bella. Okay. So much better. Okay. She is pushing into me so hard right now. Okay. I'm gonna try to work around you. I think I'm gonna show you guys this lip stain. I'll show you guys a lot of lip stains. It's because I'm obsessed with them and because I just got a bunch of them. So I gotta show them all off, right? So this one is, oh, yeah, I think this will work. We're gonna see. I think this will work. If it doesn't, there's no going back because it's a stain. This is Sultry, which is a red, red, red. And I just started off really light, but doing the lip exfoliator before you do a lip stain helps them go into your skin or into your lips better to be absorbed. Oh yeah. Sorry guys, you know I love the reds. You're making this very difficult. Just don't hit my arm right now. That's all I ask. I should have done a lip liner first. I'm too distracted by the cat that's trying to knock everything off right now. Oh yeah, I'm digging the red. Okay, that's all I got, you guys. So I'm just gonna throw on, you know what? No, I'm not. I know if I use my setting spray, my cat's gonna be upset. So I'm not gonna do the setting spray, but normally I would throw setting spray on afterwards. But she's too happy. I don't want to make her sad. Okay, that's all I have for you guys tonight.